What is going on, people? Welcome back to a new video on the channel. Welcome to some more Horizon 5. And in today's video I'm going to try someone's tune that they've sent me. And usually I get these tunes over from my Discord. You guys can try them out for yourselves as well. Not even just the ones that I'm making videos on, but other ones that people decide to send over to me over on the old Discord. Link to that is down below, by the way, if you want to join. And if you want to send over some tunes yourselves, of course you can do it through that Discord. And I may try them in future videos if I see something interesting. Anyway, regardless, let's just get started with this video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new and you enjoy this type of content. But yeah, anyway, so this guy on my Discord sent me over a racing tune. I'm quoting this. Racing tune for the best sounding car in the game. Okay, let's give it a shot. Someone has replied to him and said the Trofeo question mark. So I kind of know what car he's talking about. But I will obviously have to go and search for a tune as well. So let's see. Let's give it a shot here. Wait, so this isn't... I don't want to do this for... Actually, it doesn't matter, does it? If I go to tunes. Because I don't think it's going to give it to me for this car specifically. Anyway, let's try it out. 936 931 235. That's the share code for this. No. Okay. Okay. So the guys asked the Trofeo, which put me off. I thought it was for... Okay. Racing all-wheel drive. This is one of my favorite cars in this game anyway, in terms of car sounds, because it sounds unbelievable. It's a 3-rotor. Okay. Race suspension, all-wheel drive. It's got drift tire compound? An S1? Weird. It's a bit weird, isn't it? I don't know how I feel about it now, but it is all-wheel drive. Oh my god, I can't wait to like listen to this thing again. For people that don't know, I've made countless videos in the past on the Mazda RX-8 Formula Drift car. I'm actually gonna go buy another one. I don't really want to destroy the tune that I have on that one. It's actually kind of like the way I built that one, so I'm just gonna go buy the second one. I have a bunch of money anyway, so it doesn't really make too much of a difference. Formula Drift, Mazda RX-8. Just buy any of them. Buy the most recent one. And I'll slap the actual tune onto this thing. I know I could just save tunes and all that, but I just can't be bothered. A lot of the time I just like leave them on that specific car and then I'll go off and I'll end up using a different car altogether instead. So let's jump into this thing and actually apply his tune on it. I've never really thought about racing a Formula Drift car, you know, so I don't really know what to expect from this. My tuning setups, there it is. All I have to do is just load it, slap it on. Okay, it's a 3-rotor again, so it's gonna sound absolutely amazing. I don't know where we're gonna be racing this thing. It is an S1 as well, and it's got a lot of power. Oh god, oh my god, okay. Does it like not have any brakes, so? Or is it just because I'm on the drift tires? Massive amounts of turbo lag there. Okay. Interesting. Understeers for days. Go. Holy. Yeah, I don't know about the drift tires for this thing. I'm pretty sure you could adjust all the aero on it anyway. For grip. It is so quick though. This thing is rapid. I guess the only thing I kind of have to really worry about here. See, because you could have made this seem like a power build instead. Because right now it's kind of like a mixture of both. It's like it wants to have like a silly amount of power. Well, it does. But it's kind of alright, but I think for the slower corners, you have to slow down a lot for. I don't know, it feels really weird driving this thing. Alright, let's do some rival events with it, just to test it out and see what it's like properly. We'll go do, I think, some sprint races, because I think those are the ones that are probably going to be the best for this thing. Will we go to one of them that we all know? how to drive on. The Aerodromo Sprint is a classic one that I've driven on many times in the past. There's a bunch of different types of cars that I brought on this thing. Fastest is the NSX RGT. Obviously, that thing is super OP. It's very good. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to get close to it. But I'll try it anyway, just to see what it's like. Yeah, I don't know about the drift tires for racing. I don't know. It's just a weird one for me. It's a little bit of a weird one. I feel like once you get to like 1,000 horsepower, I don't know. I don't know. But I am here to test out your tunes, so let's give it a shot. I was gonna say, power-wise, I think this is gonna be absolutely much faster than the NSX. Okay. Strange. It's a very strange experience driving this thing fast because it just wants to go sideways constantly. It doesn't feel particularly stable. Like under power. It's like it wants to be like a power build, but it's all-wheel drive. It's a very strange build. A strange concept. Also, I did say that this is going to be faster than the NSX. I lied. I remember now what the power figures of the NSX are. Like, I'm pretty sure that's like over 1,000 horsepower as well. It's also a rear-wheel drive. And the balance of that, I think, is a little bit better for racing events like this. Maybe you should try some tighter tracks, right? We could probably try and do that, but at that point then we start going into the territory of like the elemental and stuff like that. So it's gonna be slightly skewed. This thing sounds unbelievable though. I love the sound of the 3-order. It's very squirrely. Yeah, I'm gonna try it on a tighter track. We'll just have a little look and see what it's like there as well. I want to test this thing out properly in all forms, or in like all places. I don't know if I want to bring this thing on the Gold Tugget. I feel like I'm gonna be sliding around everywhere in the Gold Tugget if I was to do that. Right, so it's about 10 seconds slower. I mean, my driving wasn't great, but I'm trying to like keep it as stable as possible. If I was to floor this thing even more, like when I was like driving through corners, I was gonna floor it. It would have been even more sketchy to drive. So it's definitely not for longer sprint events like that. We go for some tighter tracks, maybe a little Bahia del Plano. Again, that's not really like a very good one. Chihuahua Circuit, we could probably try it on this track. Yeah, let's give it a shot on Chihuahua Circuit. But again, I definitely do think that on tracks like this, like stuff like the Elemental, yeah, there you go. Stuff like the Elemental is going to be way too OP for stuff like this. So I don't really know what sort of tracks would you even be using this thing for. I feel like you can either sacrifice power and you give it race tires, so it's much grippier than what it is now, or you can sacrifice grip and give it as much power as possible, and then just kind of turn it into a power build. But we all know what the best power build cars are, so I don't know if this is going to be anywhere near those. Definitely feels weird racing this thing though, knowing that this is a Formula Drift car. So just full on not going sideways with it is just so counterintuitive. The more I drive it, the more I get used to it as well, so. You can see as I'm accelerating out of corners, I get like less and less like wheel spin. It's less understeer, less oversteer. I'm like a lot smoother with the way I'm controlling this thing compared to how I was when I first got in it. I mean, obviously that's the same with pretty much any car that that you've driven for the first time. Yeah, this thing will never match the Elemental. Look how much faster it is. Thing has so much downforce. I mean, like I said, car sound, yes, I do agree that this thing is one of the best cars, best sounding cars in this game. And you did make a racing tune for it, but I don't know how I feel about it. It's not really particularly, like, great. Kind of built it, like, in the middle. As in, like, it's not good for, like, sprint events, and it's not good for, like, circuit events. It's kind of, like, incredibly average build. For both of these. Because it's not, like, a lot, like, it's 9 seconds slower. I mean, that's a lot for, like, a 45-second run on this, but, like, it was about 9 seconds slower when I was doing the thing, the sprint event as well. So it's very similar. It's like a 9 seconds slower car than the best cars in this game for these specific events. You know what I mean? Like, where else can I even test this thing out on? Like, there isn't, I can't really think of anything else where I can really test this thing out on. Like, what type of tracks? We tried the Volcan Sprint, maybe, in S1. Like, what else can I, like, what car did I even use to go up this thing? The Corvette E-Ray? We can, yeah, here, let's just try it. We'll go up the Volcan Sprint in this thing and see what it's like. Someone sent me the Corvette and I tried it up here and it was actually very good. It wasn't, like, OP or anything like that. Maybe this thing can probably take its crown, but I don't know. You do also need to slow down a lot for a lot of these corners and then start to accelerate again, so I need to be very careful with the way I put my power down, but... Apart from that... The Lotus? Yeah. The Lotus could be quite OP on this track. Look at how much faster he's able to take the corners than I can. Like again, this is like one of those cars that people build for when I'm racing with them in the weekly trial. Where people put too much power into their cars and they don't like really build them too much in any other terms. So they think just slap as much power as possible on the cars and then that's it. You're fine. You can just do the trial like that. But then you see them smashing into every single wall possible. It's exactly what this tune reminds me of. Because those people in the trial. Yeah. I'm not particularly fond of this thing. I mean, I'm trying it in different places just to try and give it a shot, but I just genuinely feel like it's just not it. I'm gonna have a look straight after this, how much power we can squeeze out of this thing, and then maybe try and see if I can turn it into like a power build. And if we can't, I'm gonna try to see if I can reduce the power of it and then give it like better tires. There's so many areas where I genuinely feel like I just don't have the grip to keep up with some of the other big boy cars. I am just getting left in the dust here, like it's not even close. It is not even close, man. Wow. Let's see how much slower I am. It's gonna be over 9 seconds, I think. Yep, it's definitely gonna be over 9 seconds. It's like 11 seconds. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan at all. Alright, I've built it with kind of my own setup just to see what the difference is. I don't even know which track to bring it on. Well, I'll just bring it on the Volcan Sprint because that's the most recent one that I've done. We'll do this one. So, versus this guy, I was what, like 11 seconds slower? Was that what it was? I did like 241 or 242 or something like that. Let's see what the difference is now. I want to have a look. I want to see how much closer I can get to his time with my tune under this thing. So I put racing tires on it. I put the 2J in it, the racing 2J, and I of course changed the suspension setup and everything to my liking, the way I think is good. Adjust the diff. All that sort of stuff is all adjusted. Aero as well, and as you can see, it is automatically significantly better. You don't need 1,000 horsepower. I still don't think I'm gonna be able to get anywhere close to the Lotus, and my rival's not even like top anything. I don't think. I think it's just the same as what I was before. Whoa, I went too fast. That's my fault. It's fine, we'll keep it as a flag time. It doesn't really make too much of a difference. I had a bit too much faith in the racing tires. A little bit too much faith. The thing is though, I have the grip now, and I'm definitely a lot more confident in going much quicker in these corners, and kind of knowing that I'll be able to come out alive out of the corners without going sideways. But you can see how much closer I am to the Lotus versus what his tune was like. This is definitely, like, I just have a lot more confidence in the car now. And again, the tune itself isn't that crazy or anything like that. I literally took like 10 seconds to slap like a basic setup on it with whatever the numbers are that I think are going to work. If I work a little bit more on this tune, it'll probably be a lot better. Actually, sorry, it'll definitely be a lot better. But as of right now, with just like a little 10-second tune that I slapped onto this thing, with the parts that I said that I did, I'm trying to make up time and drive a lot faster than I can with this guy. So it is my fault that I'm missing flags and I'm crashing into walls. I do definitely need to slow down a little bit. But again, like I said, I just feel like I have a lot more confidence in driving with the racing tires versus the drift tires. So it makes me feel like I can drive a lot faster than what the car can actually handle. Alright, so even with my piss poor driving, instead of being 12 seconds away, I'm only 5 seconds away. See what I mean? Like, the difference in the time is just crazy. It is crazy. It's a massive, massive difference. So, yeah, I definitely do think, like I said, that I can go a lot faster with my tune. The thing is, though, you have to learn is, see, a lot of the people that are sending tunes over to me, they're not all like really good at this game, so they're trying stuff out. Obviously, they send tunes over for me to try and, you know, criticize and you know, tell them what's good and what's bad. And of course, people in that channel as well on my Discord obviously tell these people if the tunes are good and bad and what they need to change and how they need to change it. So that's what I'm saying. So try out some of the best tunes in the world. You know, some tunes for the Honda NSX or whatever it was that I was driving on the Aerodromo Sprint. Try it for the Lotus, for this track for example, and you'll see kind of what a car should be like. And then when you're building cars, you know exactly what your benchmark should be and how close you can get to that. Just slapping random parts together and then hoping for the best is not really going to work out well for you. So if you do end up just slapping random parts together and then sending over the tune and being like, oh yeah, this is the tune that I built, you know, try it out, it's going to be a really good race tune, like stuff like that, it just doesn't seem to work out too well in thing. Like there's so, like, the game is old now, so there's so many tunes out there where, like, you know how good or how bad a car can actually do, you know. But if this is like, let's say, your first tune, or you're only starting to play the game and stuff like that, then I mean, keep working on it, and you can definitely do a lot better. Oh. I saw how fast he was going. He's gone. He's gone. Alright, but yeah, like I said, if it's your first time or if you're just learning how to tune in this game, then obviously work a little bit harder and obviously try out some of the big boy tunes, what people have created, some of the meta tunes, and you'll see exactly how cars should race this game. But just slapping a silly amount of power to the car and making it all-wheel drive doesn't automatically make the car good to drive in the game. So that's pretty much it for me. Thank you for watching, and thank you for the tune. I really do appreciate it. Even though it wasn't the meta tune or it wasn't the best tune in the world, I still do appreciate people sending over tunes because I do enjoy testing them out. So if you have anything you want to send over yourselves, then obviously send it over on the Discord. But that's it for me. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.